Most auto parts stores sell all brands of fuel injector cleaners. But have you ever asked a real mechanic what they use? I phoned some shops around the country to ask, and most mechanics agree that drivers waste a lot of money on these products. Today, I'll show you the popular ones people buy, the ones mechanics actually use. And at the end, I'll explain why some countries don't obsess over these bottles the way Americans do, which might make you rethink your next purchase. Let's start with Seafoam motor treatment. A mechanic in Atlanta actually laughed when I mentioned it, not because it's useless, but because it's misunderstood. It's not bad, he told me. It's just not built for what people expect. Seafoam is primarily a petroleum-based solvent blend. That means it's very good at dissolving light varnish, stabilizing aging fuel, absorbing small amounts of moisture, and smoothing out mild hesitation caused by stale gas. That is exactly why it has survived for decades. It works beautifully in small engines, carbureted setups, boats, lawn equipment, or vehicles that sit for long periods. It usually costs between $8 and $12 and treats a fuel tank, roughly 12 to 16 gallons. As a maintenance product, it makes sense. But here's where expectations drift from chemistry. And this is where people get disappointed. Modern fuel injectors clog with hardened carbon deposits that form under extreme heat at the injector tip. That buildup is not soft varnish. It's often baked on carbon. And dissolving that requires high-temperature detergent chemistry, not just solvent. When injector spray patterns are distorted or flow is restricted, mechanics do not grab Seafoam. They reach for Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus. Techron is built around polyetheramine, commonly called PEA. PEA is a high-temperature detergent designed specifically to break down carbon deposits on injector tips and combustion surfaces while surviving the heat of combustion. It typically costs between $12 and $18, but the chemistry is focused on deposit removal, not fuel conditioning. A technician in Phoenix put it bluntly, "If someone complains about rough idle and I know it's deposit related, I'm not gambling on solvent." Seafoam is a light-duty maintenance solvent. Techron is a deposit-focused detergent cleaner. Same shelf, different chemistry, different outcome. And that distinction is what mechanics understand immediately. Now let's talk about the bottle people grab because it's $5. STP Super Concentrated Fuel Injector Cleaner. A mechanic outside Dallas told me something I hear constantly. He said, "Customers tell me they already tried injector cleaner. I ask which one. When they say STP, I already know what happened." STP is not harmful. It's not destroying engines. But this is where most cleaners are the same starts to make sense. Many lower-priced bottles rely on light detergent blends and carry solvents formulated for maintenance, not restoration. They're designed to be safe, broad, and inexpensive. STP usually costs between $5 and $8 and treats up to 20 gallons, which makes it attractive. In an engine that already runs fine, it can serve as routine upkeep. But here's the pattern mechanics see. The engine feels slightly smoother for a tank. Throttle response improves a little. Maybe idle stabilizes temporarily. Then the original issue returns. That's when people buy another bottle, and the cycle repeats. A technician in Pennsylvania described it perfectly. He said, "It's like rinsing mud off boots with a garden hose. You move dirt, you didn't remove it." Now compare that to Gumout Regane High Mileage. It typically runs between $8 and $12 and treats a similar tank size. But it is marketed around stronger detergent chemistry, including PEA-based cleaning designed for carbon deposits on injector tips. That matters in higher mileage port-injected engines, where fuel actually contains and cleans the injector surface. A Florida shop owner told me, "If you're spending the money anyway, why buy the weakest version on the shelf?" When we are talking strictly about injector deposits, these two bottles are not the same category. STP is light maintenance. Regane is deposit-focused cleaning. For $3 more, you move into a different tier. And mechanics absolutely know the difference. Next up is Lucas Fuel. Lucas Fuel Treatment has one of the most loyal followings in the entire additive world. The thick, syrupy look feels mechanical and serious. And the label leans into phrases like upper cylinder lubrication and fuel system protection. It feels old school. It feels trustworthy. That's why it sells. A mechanic in North Carolina laughed when I asked about it. He said, "People love it. It makes engines feel smoother." That's fine. Then he paused. But smoother isn't the same as cleaner. That pause matters. Lucas is built more around lubrication and fuel conditioning than aggressive deposit removal. In a healthy engine, especially a higher mileage port-injected one that just needs a little smoothing out, it can absolutely make things feel better. At $10 to $15 a bottle for a fuel tank, it feels like smart maintenance. But here's where the fork in the road happens. When injectors are actually restricted, when spray patterns are distorted and carbon buildup is affecting flow, mechanics do not reach for smoother. They reach for correction. That is where Redline SI1 keeps coming up. A tuner in Colorado told me, if someone says their injectors are dirty, I don't even think about it. It's Redline. Redline is formulated around strong detergent chemistry designed specifically to attack carbon deposits on injectors and combustion surfaces. It costs a few dollars more, but shops view it as paying for cleaning intensity, not comfort. But for injector deposits, these two are not doing the same job. Lucas is reassurance, Redline is intervention. And mechanics choose differently when a result actually matters. Royal Purple Max Clean looks like performance before you even read the label. It looks like the strongest bottle on the shelf. The branding is aggressive. The price is usually higher than most of the shelf options. It feels like you're buying something engineered, not something blended in a warehouse. And to be fair, it isn't junk. Royal Purple Max Clean is a legitimate detergent-based cleaner designed to reduce deposits and improve combustion efficiency. It is typically priced between $12 and $18 per bottle and treats a full tank of fuel. In a well-maintained engine that just needs periodic deposit control, it does exactly what it claims to do. You may notice smoother throttle response, cleaner idle, and in some cases slightly improved fuel economy. But here's where mechanics start sorting instead of reacting to branding. A mechanic in Tennessee told me if you're paying premium, you should know what you're paying for. What he meant was concentration and purpose. When shops compare bottles based on how aggressively they clean per treatment, Redline SI1 keeps coming up. Redline is marketed around heavy detergent cleaning, and it's built a reputation among technicians and tuners as a stronger corrective cleaner rather than just a maintenance additive. It usually costs a few dollars more, but it is often chosen when someone wants to address noticeable injector deposits in one tank, not over several. A shop owner in Arizona put it simply, "Royal Purple is good, Redline is stronger." That's not an insult, it is a distinction. If your engine runs fine and you're maintaining it, Royal Purple is respectable and appropriate. If you're trying to restore injector flow or address deposit-related hesitation, mechanics consistently lean toward Redline for a more aggressive one-tank cleaning approach. Royal Purple is premium maintenance. Redline is maximum intensity. Different goals, different tools. Liqui Moly has a reputation that carries weight. It's a German brand and it's widely respected in Europe, and the packaging alone signals precision. The price typically runs between $12 and $18 per bottle, and many drivers assume that because it sounds engineered, it must be stronger. And to be clear, Liqui Moly Jectron is not junk. It's formulated to clean fuel systems, stabilize combustion, and remove light deposits. It works well as a maintenance cleaner in gasoline engines, especially in port-injected systems where fuel constantly washes over injector tips. For a car that runs fine but hasn't had any additive use, it can absolutely help maintain cleanliness. But when I mentioned it to a European car specialist in Chicago, he smiled and said, "People assume it's stronger because it's German." Then he added, "It's mostly a solvent cleaner, not a miracle." That's the important distinction. Many maintenance-oriented cleaners rely heavily on petroleum distillates and carrier solvents. Those can dissolve soft varnish and fuel residue, but hardened carbon deposits require focused detergent chemistry. When injector deposit removal is the goal, US mechanics consistently mention Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus. Techron is built around detergent performance and is widely known for using polyetheramine, a high-temperature cleaning agent designed specifically to break down carbon on injector tips and combustion surfaces. Both bottles cost roughly the same. Both treat a fuel tank, but they are optimized differently. Liqui Moly often functions as a refined maintenance cleaner. Techron is consistently chosen when deposit control and injector cleanliness are the priority. Prestige is not chemistry. One feels engineered, the other is engineered specifically to clean. And when mechanics choose, that difference matters. You've seen the store brand bottle that says Complete Fuel System Cleaner. It usually costs half the price of the premium brands. The label promises to clean injectors, intake valves, and combustion chambers, reduce emissions, restore fuel economy, and smooth idle. It sounds like everything in one shot. A mechanic in Michigan told me, when a bottle says it fixes injectors, valves, chambers, emissions, and MPG, I already know it's diluted. What he means is simple. When a product is designed to claim it cleans 5 different systems, it is usually formulated to be safe, mild, and broadly compatible. That means it cannot be extremely aggressive in any one area. It often relies on lighter detergent levels and carrier solvents, so it does not risk harming seals or sensors. These products are not scams. They can help maintain a reasonably clean system. In a healthy port-injected engine that just needs periodic upkeep, they're fine. But when injectors are actually restricted and drivability is affected, mechanics do not gamble on the cheapest, broadest formula. That is where BG44K enters the conversation. BG44K typically costs between $20 and $30 per can. That's exactly why customers hesitate. That hesitation is why mechanics use it. It's known for concentrated detergent chemistry designed for corrective cleaning rather than casual maintenance. A mechanic in Nevada told me, if a car is stumbling and I actually want a result, I'm not grabbing the house brand. Generic cleaners are safe and broad. BG44K is chosen when something is actually wrong. Maintenance and correction are not the same job, and mechanics treat them differently. Finally, there's always a random bottle that promises to clean injectors, catalytic converters, oxygen sensors, restore fuel economy, stop hesitation, and reduce emissions. Oh, and all for only $12. A mechanic in Atlanta shook his head when I read the label out loud. He said, if one bottle can fix catalytic converters and injectors at the same time, dealerships would be out of business. Here's the mechanical problem with miracle claims. Injectors clog because of carbon deposits forming at high temperatures on tiny spray tips. Catalytic converters fail because of thermal damage, contamination, or physical breakdown of the substrate. Oxygen sensors degrade from long-term heat cycling and chemical exposure. Those are completely different failure mechanisms. A fuel additive flows through the tank, through the injectors, and into combustion. It doesn't physically rebuild a catalytic converter core. It doesn't repair a degraded sensor element. At best, it can reduce light carbon contamination upstream. When a product claims to fix everything, it usually means it's formulated to be mild enough not to damage anything. Mild means safe. Mild also means limited. Mechanics do not buy miracle bottles because they understand systems. If the goal is injector deposit cleaning, buy a product engineered specifically for injector deposit cleaning. That's it. Miracle bottle is usually a Focused detergent chemistry is a deliberate decision, and mechanics make deliberate decisions. What mechanics overseas actually use and why Americans obsess. Here's something most American drivers do not realize. In Japan and parts of Europe, fuel injector cleaner obsession is not nearly as loud as it is in the United States. When I asked why, 2 themes kept coming up. First, baseline fuel detergent standards tend to be higher in many regions. Major fuel brands in Japan and parts of Europe already include strong additive packages, so routine driving does more of the cleaning work automatically. Second, the maintenance culture is different. Preventative dosing is more common, and reactive fix-it-when-it-feels bad behavior is less common. In Japan, products like Waco's Fuel 1 and Cure system cleaners are widely available, but they're usually used as scheduled maintenance rather than last-minute rescue attempts. A technician who worked in both the US and Japan told me, in the US, people wait until the car feels rough. In Japan, people treat before it feels rough. In parts of Europe, Liqui Moly and similar brands are popular, but again, mostly for maintenance use in healthy engines. The global pattern is consistent. Shops do not rely on miracle bottles. They rely on decent fuel quality, routine service, and targeted cleaners when there is an actual deposit problem. The obsession with which one is best is largely American retail culture. Mechanics everywhere agree on something simpler. Buy based on chemistry and purpose, not label confidence. Most fuel injector cleaners aren't scams. They're just similar. And mechanics don't buy most of them, not because they're bad, but because when something actually needs cleaning, they grab something specific. If you want, I'll do the next one. The problem fuel injector cleaners do not fix, no matter how strong the bottle is. And that one surprises people.